The super relaxed, sinister, confident Kydyrgali Ongrabev of Kazakhstan waits calmly at the table. But as you know, Texas, there's only so much calm you can take. The next man you're going to meet has a calmness issue, and he hails from and is representing the great arm wrestling nation of Canada, where he is a multiple national champion. Please raise it up and welcome the world horse, Matt Ma!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not been entertained yet, well, here is your opportunity. An immense fan favorite is at the stage, the one and only Matt Mask, coming in at 43 years old, and quite frankly, the best version that we have seen of this young man. And my goodness, what a task at hand. Just a brief 2 years ago, when you spoke the name Ongrabev, you were talking about a unbelievable pound for pound, maybe the champion of the entire world. A minor setback, elbow injury a year and 4 months ago. This is his first time back in action. We're going to see both of these guys. Height will be the key. Watch for the index finger of Ongrabev. If it remains high, he will be in the match. If not, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the fury, the fire, the absolute showmanship of Matt Mask.
What an option he has to take a massive scalp here in Kydyrgali Ongrabev, but it's not done easily. The interesting thing here, Trav, was that in every single interview that Matt has given, he says that he's in a different place. He's more focused than he's ever been. He has an inner calm and self-belief. Yeah. I'll appreciate he's masking that inner calm exceptionally well, particularly in that shot right there, where he looked like his head may at any moment explode. But the interesting thing is that he wasn't joking. He means that he's in a better place, and he considers himself the best 105er in the world. And you might think that Matt Mask is a one-trick pony, but it is a hell of a trick when he gets it right.
And we have seen the evolution, the control off the table. Just yesterday in the press conference, he accidentally murmured the cuss word only 6 times in that 3 minutes. That shows you Matt Mask is definitely has some control of his vocabulary, because, ladies and gentlemen, he has been known to relinquish a tirade of horrible obscenities at that table before.
Having said that, that was his wedding day, so we'll let him off. But right now, he needs to be calm, he needs to be focused, he needs to be diligent, because Kydyrgali Ongrabev is sinister with every move he makes at the arm wrestling table. This guy's unflappable, and he's very well-rounded. You look at Kydyrgali, and he couldn't be more contrasting from Matt. He's looking for that hole. He's looking for that opportunity to make Matt's height dominance, leverage dominance, count for nothing. Matt, we've seen get great wins. He's taken out people like Hermes Gasparini. He has pins on John Brasink. Can he light up Kydyrgali Ongrabev? He's got a bigger frame, maybe not as well-rounded a game, but he came ready, and he believes in himself. And do not blink, ladies and gentlemen. Tighten up those chin straps. Here we go. Ongrabev in the white shirt. Matt Mask of Canada in the black. Do not blink. Down come the hands. Underway we go. Wow, Matt Mask. Wow, wow, that was venom. Having a quiet word with Hristo Delajakov there, and Matt Mask just absolutely decimated Kydyrgali Ongrabev's hand and wrist like it was not there. Now you look back, Trav, at the matches that we've seen Kydyrgali in, as we see this on the replay, and that looked nothing like as difficult a challenge as it was when we saw Kydyrgali face this man, when we saw monster Michael Todd face this man. None of them managed to do what Matt Mask just did.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a suggestion for the good parents in the crowd. Grab your adolescent and cover his ears. Ladies and gentlemen, I could not hear what Matt Mask was saying, but there is no way that it was PG-13, and from the likes of it, take a look at the distance between the two thumbs. You can see Matt Mask, an absolute genius at setting back, making Kydyrgali somehow try to bypass the 6'5" frame of one Matt Mask. His hand and wrist looked amazing. The placement, absolutely perfect. Matt Mask is a bad man, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a win over Matt Mask in the last 5 years, now you need to take this video and tell your cousin, aunts, and uncles, hey, I beat that guy one time, because beating Matt Mask right now seems to be a tall order. Let's go, Canada. As much as I hate to say it, these guys are really tuned in. The country of Canada absolutely on display here in Arlington, Texas. East versus West 17. Matt Mask is bringing the fire.
Supremely gifted arm wrestler, Matt, and got a massive frame for this weight division. Huge frame. And when this man gets it right, he's lightning in a bottle, and he seems to be doing a lot right now. Can he repeat that? He gets the position again, and the answer is an emphatic yes. Matt Mask, absolute dominance. Dominance. Just destroyed that. Now, let's look back at prior examples that we've seen from Matt. He pulled a phenomenal arm wrestler in Krasimir Kostadinov, a multiple European and world champion, and blew him away, absolutely murdered him. He's doing the same to Kydyrgali Ongrabev. And Kydyrgali is beyond belief well-rounded. This is a guy that can arm wrestle anywhere. He's brave. We don't want to write Kydyrgali off because this match is not done yet. But on the evidence of what we've seen, Travis, this is the Matt Mask show. The wild horse is out of the paddock, and he is going to do damage.
No doubt. And I'm no expert, Neil Pickup. Well, maybe I am an expert, but I can tell you right now, there does not seem to be any area that Matt Mask could be stopped. That was with supposedly the bad side of the strap. You couldn't really tell round one from round two. And I tell you, arm wrestling is in good shape when a guy like Matt Mask is healthy, alive, and winning, and East versus West competition. And he told me he's not playing. He believes that he can be the champion of this category.
Oh, and he mentioned,
especially with Devin Larratt being as big as he is right now, maybe not likely to lurk down there as much as in the past. But when it comes to the usual competitors, with this showing, Matt Mask with an impressive hand domination of Marcio Barbosa not even 4 months ago.
Matt Mask is not stacked muscle, Travis. This is a guy that may make the 105s much easier than many of these guys. And he feels comfortable. He thinks that everything on him now is valuable weight. And hard to argue when you've seen what he can do there. Massive drive again. And Matt Mask has finished the game. And he's finished it in ridiculously comfortable fashion. That is impressive. The most impressive I think we've ever seen him, Travis Pageant.
Yeah, and listen, 3 rounds, 3 dominant victories. That's happened in Matt Mask's career before, but never has the opponent been so celebrated as Ongrabev. This is a huge step for Matt Mask. You can see the passion. You can see the aggression on the young Canadian, well, the veteran Canadian's face. I asked Matt, rarely could you have a competitor that you actually may be able to whack in a hook. He said probably not, but once again, not to toot my own horn, but I was correct. Here we go. This ought to be entertaining. I counted 5 F-bombs yesterday. How many? As a group, let's count them together. Take that hands in the air. When he says the first one, you put a 1. As he continues, by the end of this, we will see how many F-bombs will Matt Mask relinquish.
Hey, Texas, what do you think about that? And Matt Mask, what do you think about that?
I fucking love it. Hey, you guys are just feeding me this shit. Is it hot up here or is it just fucking me? Because I'm fucking melting right now.
Mate, you are radiating heat. You're an inferno, and you just set fire to this stage. Fair to say, mate, nobody can ignite an arena like the Wild Horse. When you get your position, you're a very, very difficult man to deal with. We talked about it backstage. We've seen you do this to the likes of Krasimir Kostadinov, but very, very few people figured that you would do what you just did. One guy I know that did figure you'd do that was yourself, Matt.
I tell you right now, I'm fucking sick of people fucking underestimating my fucking ass. So, I'm ready. I don't know who the fuck they got lined up. I heard this Nugo is a fucking lunatic son of a bitch. I want to get him on the fucking table with me so we can rip it up. After that, I want my fucking title shot for the 105 kg class. So, but everybody that supported me, I love all you motherfuckers. So.
Now, Matt, you've told us in every single interview to everyone that would listen that this is a different version of yourself. We can see that at this weight class, you've got the massive frame, you're focused, and you told us that every ounce of what you're carrying is valuable weight. Is 105 the new home?
I'm coming for every one of you motherfuckers. Beware, it's out there. Every fucking one of yous, I'm fucking coming for you one by one. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody give a big round of applause and show your appreciation for the Wild Horse, Matt Mask.